What's up, everybody? Steve here. Today I want to talk about the top 5 jobs that millionaires have, and it's probably not what you think. It isn't what I thought at all, and I'm going to go through those with you today. And also, this study came from Dave Ramsey and the Ramsey Solution, and I think they studied like 10,000 millionaires, everyday millionaires, and that's why I found this study fascinating. And I just want to read a quick excerpt from this study. So it says, America may be called the land of opportunity, but few Americans today really believe that they have what it takes to become a millionaire. They've fallen for the myth that in order to be wealthy, they need to have a big income or a rich family. But the National Study of Millionaires by the Ramsey Solutions proves that these beliefs about how millionaires got their money are wrong, flat wrong. How did they hit the $1 million mark? They did it through consistent investing, avoiding debt like the plague, and smart spending. No lottery tickets, no inheritances, and no six-figure incomes. So the first one on this list is an engineer. And I thought that, that probably makes sense, because you think about the engineer and their mentality and really how they process their thought process. They're very analytical when it comes down to things. So I can see that the engineer is the kind of person that is going to kind of just block things apart, where they're going to kind of segregate certain income to go into this block, other income to go into this block, other income to go into this block. So the engineer kind of makes sense. The next one is an accountant. That's going to be up there with an engineer. If you think about an accountant, all they do is study numbers. And I can see, in my personal experience, I've had a handful of accountants over the years, and I know that they've all done really well, even my current accountant, and they're very analytical. They're very smart with their money. So to me, that absolutely makes sense as well. The third one, which I found very surprising, is a teacher. It goes to show you that you do not have to make a lot of money to become a millionaire. A lot of teachers' salaries are really not that great when it comes down to it. Even teacher salaries in states like New York and New Jersey, yeah, they might be higher, but the cost of living is higher there as well. So I found that pretty fascinating, and coming from a family who were educators and they've worked their way up in the systems, financially they've all done really well as well, because they are the type that are really just going to have their processes set into place. And I know other teachers who've retired, well, not necessarily retired, they actually quit their job as a teacher and went on to do other things, and they are very successful. And these other things were prominently sales, and they've done really well in sales and have done really well in managing their money as well. The fourth job position is a managerial role. That makes sense to me as well, if you think about it. And a lot of managers, they don't make a whole lot of money. Even, let's say managers of restaurants. I'm sure that's part of this category as well. A lot of managers, they don't make a whole lot of money, but they have their systems in place, and they control their employees. They make sure that they're clocking out, clocking in, overseeing their duties and their tasks. So that does make sense to me as well, manager role for the common millionaire. And lastly, attorneys. I mean, think about it. An attorney, I don't know if you've ever had experience with attorneys before, but you don't want to get their bills, because they charge for every minute. They charge for every piece of paper. They charge for every email. They charge for every fax. So they are very disciplined when it comes down to money, for one thing, and just having their processes set up. So this study is a good read, and I'll read off some other things of really what it went into detail on, because it is definitely worth reading if you have any interest on this. But it goes to talk about how they invested and spent their money with an average time period of 28 years before hitting the $1 million in net worth. And net worth, if you guys don't know what that is, it's essentially taking your assets minus your liabilities, and that's essentially what your net worth is, your personal net worth. Majority of millionaires, almost 80%, didn't inherit any money. 93% didn't have a high-paying salary or senior leadership roles. In fact, per the study, Only 31% averaged $100,000 per year over the course of their career, and a third never made six figures in any given year over the course of their career. Approximately 62% graduated from a university or state college. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting read that I just wanted to share with you guys, because I think that there's a lot of people that can get discouraged and think that they can't make it and think that they have to live in this debt bubble that they really don't have to. And the proof is there. The proof is there that if you have the right mindset and you have the right financial habits, you can be a millionaire as well. I appreciate every subscriber on this channel, and thanks a lot for being here. See ya.